Greetings, YouTube. Of course, July 4th is now less than a month away, and so I'm receiving so many questions about how they can possibly become Cavalier if you don't have the best possible champions. I have so many people I know that have really great God tier or beyond God tier champions as 4 stars. And of course, that's not going to be able to help you if you actually have no 5-star equivalent. But let's say you got a 5-star Vulture, right? And let's say that you're on Act 616. Well, that's what happened to my boy Matthew Robertson, aka Matt Combat, who used his Vulture due to the fact that he had no other champs at a high enough level that had armor. Vulture was his best option in this fight. And so his goal in the fight is to just rotate his specials due to the global node, to throw off the special 2 first because it drains 25% of the power that they revive, and then deals direct damage to the opponent. This is perfect for Havoc due to whenever he is power drained, he loses all of his plasma stacks, and willpower keeps him topped up due to the fact that it kept power draining him, and he had an armor up, so he took no plasma detonation damage whatsoever. Sounds confusing for sure, but hopefully the video will be able to tell the story better. Keep in mind that it's all about him getting to that special 2 and draining that power. And this is certainly not the most ideal matchup for this fight, but it is much better than nothing. And anything that you can do to save yourself some revives and potions and health, keep in mind this is an unawakened Vulture as well. And I love featuring champions that you don't need to have them awakened to use effectively, because so many of us don't have those champions awakened, or if they're awakened, it's like at Sig 1 with an awakening gem. You will notice that this is a 6-star Vulture. So yes, the 6-star Vulture, Mr. Michael Keaton, who I ironically just pulled my first dupe of after this video was sent to me, actually. Matt's been very patient on waiting for this, but with the terrible maintenance issues today and so many people fed up, it is kind of nice to do a positive message about a potential help to those of you who are maybe struggling with, say, this fight. It also goes to show that even though a champion like Vulture is never going to be considered to be God tier or beyond God tier unless there's some new synergy that makes him that way, but on his own he won't be. He still has utility, and in the right matchups can still really save you potions, revives, and units, and that's great. That's what it's all about. Check out that willpower too. 67 health regenerated each second. That's huge. Now he is also pretty good at intercepting with Mr. Michael Keaton. And at this point now, it's just trying to bait that special 2 of Havoc, because of course he doesn't want to push him to that unbelievably powerful special 3. Havoc is one of my favorite champions that has been released in the game in the past couple years. And he probably gets a little ignored now, given that he's not Namor, even post quote-unquote nerf, or Omega Red, but he is still so fun to play with. And that's why you play this game, right? All right, special 2, all about that power drain. And then look at willpower saving him when he makes a mistake in the fight. I also really enjoy commentating videos where fights aren't perfect, right? Because that's what the majority of players who are brave enough to be honest and explain that not everything is a perfect 0 hits taken KO in the game. In fact, most fights are far from it, especially in the BS that is Act 6. And you can just see how nice it is to fire off those specials. And yes, it's a slow fight, but it's one that he does so much better than so many champions that you'd think would be better than him in at least on paper. Bait that heavy as well. You know, if you watch my channel, that is one of my favorite things to do. Gets a parry in, and then it's all about that special 2. And now speaking of specials 2, plasma, that damage of 31 per tick ain't bad. The Havoc special 2 is way easier to dex than the special 1, but at least Kabam made the animations of the special 1 bigger a while back so that it was easier to time that dex. I wish that was the case with all animations, but some things I'm terrible at dexing. I maybe have successfully dexed the special one of Nick Fury and Korg once. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but thankfully I'm not in an alliance war that could kill me and kill my alliance extra in terms of stakes. All right, got the special one off. Just rinse and repeat. Check out that beautiful willpower doing its thing. 63 health per tick, regeneration. He didn't have the perfect fight in the middle there, but thanks to his really well-positioned defensive tactics now, he's recovered almost all the health that he lost thanks to that mastery. I always tell summoners, if you want a guaranteed way to improve your enjoyment of the game, put those units in mastery cores. Don't spend them at the Marvel Casino of Champions, where RN Judas will betray you far more than RN Jesus will save you. Another just simple beta that's special too, and Havoc is just about in the bin, as the great Seaton would say. And there he is, an intercept to end it. Talk about a fly way to finish off that fight. And yes, pun intended, it's my channel after all. Well, thank you, Matt. I know you waited a long time for this video to hit my channel, but hey, it was worth it. At least hopefully it was. Thanks for watching YouTube, and as I speak, the game is still down, but I'm going to post this in a couple hours, so hopefully it's back up, because if it's been down for 3 or 4 hours, there's going to need to be some major compensation right away, because so many of you have told me that you were stuck in everything from Incursions to the Abyss to Alliance War. It's been a day, shall we say. It's been a Monday. How fitting. Garfield the Cat representing on a less than stellar Monday/start to the week.